Yeah, we're getting there all right. You can see the effect. It's working for us. Working for us, and it's so enjoyable working with all these various colors. Now we're going to go back to our small, flat, bright, square, whatever you want to call it, brush. Artisan again, number 2. And we're going back into our cadmium orange. Okay, cadmium orange, because we want to start adding a few little strokes of that as well. To the sea area again. Bringing down this, brightening up a little bit again. Same idea as what we did with the cadmium yellow medium there with those little strokes. Just bringing them in here as well to break up that red a little bit, okay? Bringing them in there, quite irregular, you know, because it's water, it's lapping, it's flowing. Just a few little bits and pieces like that, and even the corner sort of red area, just to get that effect of, you know, shadow within it. And it's just for the composition, really. Okay, can you see the way I'm just putting in these little strokes haphazard here and there? Not even thinking about it. Think about it, and you won't do it properly. Try and meditate when you're doing this. It's really helpful. And just let the color flow through you, and the brush will take its own course. And then when you're finished meditating, have a look at the painting. You'll be amazed what you're after producing. Okay, now do you see those few little yellow bits that we did there? Grand. Now we're going to do the same. Just going to break up that pink a little bit with the sort of orange colours. So I'm getting confused with all my colours. That was cadmium orange. Just doing a little bit on top there. The cadmium orange again. Just breaking up that pink a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Just putting in a few little tones of the orange there. Just to have, because it is the next tone, you know, underneath the yellow, and it's just to make it a bit irregular at the top like that, breaking into the pink. Another little dynamic, you know, color sequence within the composition. That's all we want, just something like that. Okay, and it breaks it up, going up there into it like that. And you see that idea? Okay, and then as soon as we do that, just come down here another little bit on this side, just to make it more interesting, you know, to have these little nuances here and there, cloud formations, maybe just catching colors, you know, that are being manipulated by the sun rising. And that's what happens, you know. Okay, can you see those little bits of orange going in there? Yeah, just scattered around the place. Over the orange that's already there, but just a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. A few little strokes in there like that. Okay, that's perfect. That's all I want to do there. Just coming down a little bit closer to that. Okay, can you see that? Cool. Now what we're going to do is, we have our cadmium yellow medium, which is this color here, and those little strokes we put in earlier. And we're going to move it over here. I'll lift up this again to show you. We're going to move it over here on the palette. I'm actually going to add a little bit of white to it, okay? A little bit of white. Just to give it a step up in tone, okay? Okay, we have that there. A little bit of white. And we're going to lighten this area around the sun. We keep adding to it all the time, okay? To get that effect of the light source. And we're going to have to lighten the sun as well. I'll show you to do that. We're going to add a little bit of white to the cadmium yellow light as well, you know. And then you blend it out into the yellow that's always there. Do you see that? Sort of get that glow, that halo. Or I think it's called a corona, isn't it? Horrible word now for us to use. But that's what it's called, that little bright bit around. If there's an eclipse or whatever, that was the brightest area around the sun. Now, okay, we have that there. That's fine. Then we're going to go back to our smaller square because we want to do the same with cadmium yellow light. We're going to do the same with that. Gotta clean that brush and add a little bit of cadmium yellow light. Better put some out. Didn't have any there. Put a little bit of white into that, and that's going to bring that up again. Another step, because we have to raise the tone of that after raising the background area. Now can you see mixing the white in with it there? just so as you can see the difference between the two. You can see the difference now, that's much lighter, okay? I'm going to lift it in here so as it stands out. I'm going to lean on my hand again, my left hand. That's going to be my balance. Bring it in there to get that lovely light source really gleaming, you know? And then remember, you don't have to stand on your head. You can turn the painting upside down. Unless you belong to a circus or something and you want to paint upside down. Be my guest, you know, that's anything is possible. Okay, so we see that there, so we get that in there. Then all I want to do with this then is, again, we're going to have to, the reflections, go over those a little bit more. Not all the way up, but just to get sense of light. And then let it run out as you come up towards the foreground. Not too much, okay? Like that, just to give a sense of reflection. Okay. Okay, can you see that? Cool. Isn't that coming on really nicely? Now, and then we're going to bring in a little bit of this. Do you remember I was talking about the light blue? This is your manganese mixed with a little bit of white, just to get a nice light blue, because orange and blue are good complementary colors, and we just have one or two little subtle strokes of it in the water. If I can get that white into it, yeah. I just know, you see from experience, I just know you mix, and when it hits you the color, you know it automatically, intuitively, and you will get to that stage as well. I guarantee you. Okay, it's not lovely abstract already, look. Okay, I have that blue, and it's just a few little dabs here and there. A few little dabs here and there that are just going to give it a nice little contrast, okay? And we put it in on top as well. I'll show you in little areas. Just gives it that little extra moom. Okay, a few little dabs there. And then what we want to do is as well, make sure I have that blue over here, do I? Oh, I do, yeah. Okay, clean off your brush, because you want a dry brush now for this. Okay, clean off your brush, just take what you have there. Using the small brush again, come up here to the very top of the canvas, and irregular little strokes at the very top of this blue as well. Just breaking into that pink that we already applied earlier on, okay? Very irregular strokes, you know, finishing off irregular as if there's a little bit of blue sky there at the top, mingling in, you know, with the reds. Okay, and as it goes off in that direction, same idea. You just want it really irregular, really, really irregular. This isn't the time now to perfect your linear brush strokes or anything. These brush strokes go in every direction. Bring it down a bit lower there to make sure it's different to the other ones, okay? Can be little dots here and there, and it just gives it that other little extra bit at the top. Okay, up there. Coming over here again. Quite irregular, yeah, coming down a bit further there maybe, a bit further there into that red as well. And you're not really painting over the red, like you are, but you're using it as well. The red underneath is playing a part in this section. It's coming through as well, because it's not all completely blue. You know, all those lovely colours, the miasma, the mixture of colours which you see in a sunset or a sunrise. You can see the way my brush is moving really fast all the time. I'm not stopping to read a book, as I said before, or anything. I'm just moving all the time. Moving all the time to get that effect of the blue sky somewhere up there, you know? And it's beginning to mingle with that lovely sunset, or sunrise I should say. What's the sunrise that I saw? Okay, get up there as well at the top again. So you get a bit stronger there, a bit stronger, a bit stronger. Slightly stronger at the top. If some of the dots are standing out a bit too much, just blend them in more with more dots around them. If you think it's too much, you know, blend it in. And don't forget, you can go back over with the orange or the yellow if you want, if you think it's too much. Okay, you can see that effect. Cool, you can see that effect now. A little blue there maybe, just slightly blue. It doesn't have to be very strong, you know, it doesn't have to be very strong. Just adding to it there as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my pink again, if I can find it. I have it over here. Here's my pink. Okay. Let's take that off there. The blue is still on the brush. Now, just water it down again. And then the same idea, clean it off the brush. And just say you want a little bit more pink coming in. Because remember we brought in the orange. And as I said to you, painting is a bit like maths. You're adding and subtracting all the time. Coming in there and just laying down these first of all, okay? Laying them down first. Then cleaning off the brush and then just start blending in again like that. Moving in every direction. Just to change it, okay? And if it's drying as it is quite quickly on your canvas, you know, just add a little bit more. But do it very, very quickly to get that effect, okay? I'm going to take a little bit more up here again. Just bring it a little bit out there, clean off the brush, blend it, just to have it as if the light is being dispersed out of here, you know, into the different layers more so than the other side. Because you don't want a symmetrical, you know, sky. You want a sky it's always changing, continuously changing. Lie on your back someday in a sunny day and look at the clouds and look at the sky for just 5 minutes or even less, and you'll be amazed how quickly the sky changes. And it doesn't have to be a particularly windy day, you know. It can be a calm day, but it's changing all the time. The colours, the clouds. Now you see, I'm just bringing that in there again at a different level. Scumbling again with the dry brush just to get a different effect. Okay, coming right in there, keeping that red as your base, okay, and going a little bit up there as well. Now, can you see that effect? And then I can see then that I want to come back in with a little bit of the yellow as well on top. So that was a bit flattened by the orange, but that doesn't matter, we can come back in with it. With the yellow, without the white that we put into it earlier on. And it's just to blend that in a little bit more up there, just to get that nice swishy, as if there's a curve up there where the light is being dispersed, okay? Slight curve. Yeah, that's cool there. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back in again with this lighter tone here isn't light enough. So we're going to add a little more white to the cadmium yellow medium, as we did with the other yellows. And you'll see what I mean then when we come back in around it. Just to get that sense of, yeah, that's it. I think we have another little step up in colour. It's when they dry really that we can only tell how the tones are doing. How they're either competing with each other or nicely complementing each other. And I'm using the thin brush here now because we don't want it to go out too far. We just want this glow. You know, the way it can be a blinding glow if you have a cloudless sky and sunrise. It definitely wakes you up in the morning, no problem. Now, I think what we're going to do there is we're going to stop there for a moment because I know underneath that is too wet and I just want to dry certain areas here to continue on. So it's coming on really well, isn't it? Just like yours, I'm sure. Okay, see you in a few seconds. Thanks.